So in case you forgot, back in the early 2010s, Nickelodeon aired one of their most popular years of 2010 and 2013. In its short-lived run, the show was responsible for 4 seasons, millions of weekly viewers, merchandise, and soundtracks. The show was also responsible for the "I think we all sing" meme. The below-average spin-off series, Sam and Cat, and the birth of one of pop music's biggest superstars, Ariana Grande. I still can't believe she was on this show. She's came such a long way. The show was so popular, it even received 4 Emmy nominations as well as 2 Kids' Choice Awards for Favorite Show 2 years in a row in 2012 and in 2013. Victorious was a teen sitcom created by He Who Should Not Be Named in attempts to recreate his predecessors from the network. I mean, as trifling as this guy is, he definitely has an impressive resume for child entertainment. He has created and produced several iconic hit shows for Nickelodeon over the years, including iCarly, Drake and Josh, Zoey 101, and The Amanda Show. He also produced the Good Burger movie back in the 90s. So Victorious was a Nickelodeon live-action sitcom about a girl named Tori Vega who gets accepted into Hollywood Arts, which is a fictional performing arts high school in LA. While at the school, she meets many talented students who showcase a wide variety of talents in hopes of making it big in the entertainment industry. Tori, played by Victoria Justice, was the main lead of the show and focused heavily on her ability as a singer and actress. So what made the show so successful? In this video, I wanted to make a ranking of every main character from Victorious worst to best in my opinion. For this list, I'll be including the main cast, Tori, Jade, Andre, Kat, Beck, Robbie, and Trina. I also wanted to include Sikowitz and Sinjin because they felt like a part of the main cast to me, even though they were both side characters. Well, let's get in. Before we get into the real list, I wanted to hit on some honorable mentions I felt like mentioning. That being Lane, Rex, Tori and Trina's parents, and Andre's grandmother. So Lane was the school guidance counselor. He was only on a couple of episodes. And then you had Rex, who was a puppet, and he doesn't really count as a real character because he's just a puppet. He's literally a puppet. I honestly found Rex to be just kind of unnecessary and annoying, but I mean, he's there on the show, so he's there. Rex would also say some really wild and out there things to the girl characters, which was kind of unsettling. Was it me, or did Rex also speak in a somewhat of a black accent? As trifling as Tori and Trina's mom and dad were in the show, they were actually pretty funny, the scenes that they had. Yes, I understand the show focuses heavily on the main characters who happen to be teenagers, but I just wish their parents were in the show just a little bit more. They were so funny to me. And then we have Andre's grandmother, who's pretty crazy, deranged, and unhinged. Y'all, when I tell you literally every scene that she was in, she would just be screaming and just so crazy and so funny. Andre's grandmother was definitely one of the funniest and most memorable side characters on the show.
Grandma, you were just taking a shower. I'm gonna go get some orange juice!
Real quick before we get into the video, I have a quick disclaimer, y'all. So the characters from this show are actually pretty mean to each other. They're not nice, they're not that likable, but I just wanted to make this video just because I thought it'd be fun. So here goes the list. So it's no surprise to nobody that Beck is here in last place. I mean, he's just so boring, and he's only at the school because he has good looks, I guess. No, I'm just playing. He's at the school because he's wanting to pursue an acting career. He's definitely the actor of the group, but I feel like they just underutilized him as a character, you know? In almost every scene that he's in, he just feels a little flat to me and just the most uninteresting out of the group. And his whole off and on relationship between Jade was just very toxic and annoying. It got really old really quick, and that just seemed to be his main character trait throughout the series. So yeah, a pretty boring and generic character that just happens to be there, taking up space. So next on the list we have Robbie Shapiro, and Robbie, he's an okay character, I guess. He's not my favorite. I mean, he has some funny lines here and there, but he's just I don't know, I just don't really care for Robbie that much. I feel like he's annoying and he's just not my favorite character. Now granted, there are other characters on the show who are just as annoying, maybe even more annoying than him. But to me, I don't know, Robbie, he's just a weirdo and he's a creep. He just gives off the vibes of he would do anything to sell out his friends. I mean, he does have some funny lines here and there and some funny moments that are ingrained in my head, but I don't know, I just don't really care for Robbie. So Tori is the obvious main character of the show. I know a lot of people can't stand her, they find her annoying and boring and just And to me, she's an okay character. I don't hate Tori, but I can definitely see where people are coming from when they say that. I mean, she's just very average, plain Jane, kind of boring and dull. I mean, she does have some good moments here and there, but I don't know, like her singing isn't that good, her acting isn't that good, and I understand the point of the show, you know, she's the new girl, she's a regular girl. She's a regular girl, a regular, normal, everyday girl at this school full of super talented kids who can sing and who can dance and who can produce and write music. So I definitely get that, like she's just written as a plain Jane regular character. She's pretty safe, pretty average, she's just kind of bland and just normal and just regular, you know? So I really like and enjoy Sinjin. I definitely wanted to rank Sinjin a little higher than this, but he's a side character that's barely on the show, but on the show enough to be on this list. Sinjin, he's just so funny, he's awkward, he's weird. I think he's just such a funny and enjoyable character. I wish he was a part of the main cast, you know, like I wish he was a part of the show just a little bit more, because he just has so many funny one-liners and he's a good character. Sinjin definitely deserved more, you know, he should have had his own spin-off series, he should have had a movie. Ooh, imagine if he had an episode where it was just about him and all the other characters were like side characters. That would have been really funny. But yeah, Sinjin, I like him, I think he's funny, I think he's awkward, but I think there are other characters that do stand out just a little bit more than him, so they're obviously higher on the list. It's so crazy to me to see Ariana Grande play this character. I mean, she is so far removed from playing Kat on Victorious. So I know that Kat is the obvious character that everybody loves. She's the fan favorite. I get it. That's how she was written in the show, right? As the fun, lovely, bubbly character. I just think they flanderize her so much throughout the series, and she just gets dumber and dumber as the series continues to progress. But besides her being the typical dumb character, I do like her because she's a sweetheart, she's nice, she's easygoing, she's kind, and she's a character that everybody likes, and I like her. I definitely like her. I just wish they didn't have her be so dumb throughout the series. And her being played by Ariana Grande, you know, I just wish she would have sang more on the show. And trust me, I get it. Victoria Justice, she plays Tori. Tori's the main character, so obviously she's gonna sing more, but I would have loved to see Kat sing at least 2 or 3 more times throughout the show because she's played by this girl who can really sing. But on a good note, I do enjoy Kat. I think she's a funny character, she's loving, she's nice, she's just not my favorite. So here we have Jade, who serves as the gothic, bully, mean girl of the group. Even though her looks and her attitude can be a bit much and a little bit intimidating, I really enjoyed Jade. I think she was a fun character. Although I wasn't the biggest fan of her crazy up and down relationship with Beck. I mean, they dragged that throughout the series. It got annoying and it got old and predictable pretty quick early on throughout the show. But what I did like about Jade, I loved when she would imitate Tori's voice with the Southern Belle accent. I thought that was just so funny.
Hey! Did she not say? It shouldn't be that hard to find someone to put up the money. Nothing to worry about.
I don't talk like that.
Well, hello, boys. My name is Tori Vega. Buy me some licorice and I'll give you a kiss.
I talk nothing like that. Seriously, do I talk anything like that?
Well, no.
Yeah, Jade, she was cool. I really enjoyed her. I thought she was funny. She had some really cool moments. She can sing. Yeah, just like Kat, I just wish that she sang a little bit more on the show because she is a really talented singer. But I did like Jade. I thought she had some really good moments, and she was definitely one of the most memorable characters from the entire series, so... Another thing that I forgot to mention in the beginning of this video is that this show is actually really inappropriate for a kid's show, but, you know, Nickelodeon just has that weird, inappropriate comedy. I'm not going to show any clips, but they're in here, so... Okay, who remembers that weird theory when people thought that Sikowitz was the voice of Plankton from SpongeBob? I thought he was the voice of SpongeBob, so I shouldn't be laughing. So Sikowitz was the main theater teacher at the school. He would teach the main characters about method acting and just all kinds of things with acting and learning their lines. I thought he was just so fun. So I really like Andre. I really enjoyed him in every scene he was in. He was such a great character. All of the girls like him. All of the guys want to be him. He's just so cool. He got that swag. Okay, nobody says swag anymore, but remember that? Yeah, Andre, he's so cool and he's so talented. He literally plays every instrument. He writes music. He's a producer. He's literally the reason why all of the hits on the show go hard. He's also the reason why Tori got into the school in the first place. Yeah, I have no complaints with Andre. I think he's such a good character. He's cool, he's funny, he's charismatic, he's talented. But I do think there's one character from Victorious that is just a little bit better than Andre. Just a little bit more enjoyable and entertaining to me. Now I know I'm about to get canceled for this one, but Trina Vega is the best character in Victorious. There, I said it.
I said what I said. Okay, well what you said was some bull.
Now hear me out on this one, y'all. I understand she's loud, she's arrogant, she has no talent, she's annoying, she's self-absorbed, she's crazy, she's a bit Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. It's pretty clear that they made her to be this unlikable character and just how she was written and how she acts. But to me, behind all of that, I actually find her really entertaining and enjoyable. She's so funny in every scene. She just brings so much life in every scene that she's in. I just feel like she's misunderstood. Everybody bullies her, they're mean to her, but she stays true to who she is. Loud, crazy, annoying, and unhinged. And I just think she's just so funny. And let's keep it real, Trina has one of the most iconic and memorable scenes from the entire show. That scene where she did that one-woman show, Chicago.
Chicago! Chicago! It's a city that's exciting, it's a city that's inviting, it's a city for a woman just like me. There's a lake they call Lake Michigan, I think I'm really fitting in. This city is my perfect cup of tea. Chicago! Chicago!
Yeah, it lives rent-free in all of our minds. So funny, so memorable. I love that scene. So Victorious was definitely one of those just weird and wacky, bizarre, out there shows that we all remember from the early 2010s. Some of it hasn't really aged that well, but it's still a fun show. It's funny, the music is pretty good, the singing is good. So yeah, that's my ranking for all of the Victorious characters, worst to best. Everybody's pretty enjoyable for the most part. There's a couple that are like, alright, you're annoying. But I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed everybody in the show for the most part. So yeah. So what did you guys think of Victorious? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Was it a show that you absolutely watched all the time? Did you binge watch it? And which characters would you rank as the worst? And which characters would you rank as the best? Let me know down below. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you were blessed and entertained by this. Please leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun videos. See ya!